Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to our weekly eShop roundup where we dig deep and find you the best deals across the UK, EU and US stores. I'm James Romero and last week me and Juan stepped into the ring, pitting our picks against one another. Now, it went to the wire, but begrudgingly, I have to say, Juan won the fight on points. So after a week's intense training, we are stepping back in for round 2. We're armed, locked and loaded and ready to go. Let us know who wins in the comments below for a chance to win a $10 eShop voucher, and stay tuned as later on we will announce last week's winner. Okay, playtime is over. Let's fight.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, I'm coming out swinging. First up, I have Bastion for you. Now, this is an action RPG with solid gameplay and all of the classic areas you expect from this type of game. Progression, different playstyles, and various weapons. But what really makes Bastion stand out is its silky style and exceptional narration. You feel as though you are sitting down to hear this tale over a bottle of wine with a wise elder. Its style is equally brilliant, full of bright colours and characters. If you never got a chance to experience this on other platforms, you are missing out. And even if you did, it's worth a second dip, especially with a whopping 85% off.
What a lovely first pick there, James, but I'm coming back at you with Transistor, which also has 85% off. Following up Bastion was a tall ask for Supergiant Games, but they delivered yet again, creating a wonderful sci-fi world with rich storytelling and engrossing RPG action that surpasses the combat in the first title. The hand-painted artwork, narration and dynamic soundtrack round out this complete package on the Switch, and the port is fine work. This runs perfectly on the Switch, whether on the move or docked, and you cannot go wrong with this rich, immersive solo experience. So vote for Juan now.
Yeah, Transistor's a good game, but I think I have you beat here. Moonlighter is a quirky title that combines managing a store and randomized dungeon crawling. The result is a fantastic experience. You play as a young man who has inherited a shop in a town that's run down. Its claim to fame are the mysterious dungeons that draw brave explorers from around the world looking to tackle its depths, and shopgoers from far and wide who want to purchase the dungeon's wonders. Not content with simply managing a shop, you take the plunge and the game loop of delving into the dungeon, battling its beasties and plundering loot, which you then figure out how best to sell, using those earnings to improve yourself before diving back in, is extremely addictive. A strong RPG sim crossover that is a bargain with 2/3 off right now.
Man, that was a heavy blow, James, but I'm coming back to make you dead with Dead Cells. Yes, this has 40% off, one of my favourite games on the Nintendo Switch, a Metroidvania that keeps you coming back for more. One of the best games on the Switch with its roguelike, silky gameplay. There are a vast number of weapons and upgrades to discover as well as secrets to be found. The controls are excellent and everything about this brings you back for one more run. It has its largest ever sale too, with 40% off, so don't delay on this one. This is worth full price.
I'm taking things down to a darker level with this one. This War of Mine is a war game, but not in the typical big, gory, adrenaline rush sense. Instead, your goal is simply to survive through tough choices and harrowing experiences. It peels back the Hollywood-style veneer and exposes the grim reality of war. Normal people pushed to extremes in order to survive, and in this horrifying and gloomy sense, it sets the scene perfectly. In a sense, this game is a darker version of Sims, and the effect your choices have on your character is fascinating. If you steal or murder someone, your character looks guilty and can even lead them to suicide. This is a unique title that's grim yet enjoyable, a bargain with such a healthy discount.
Well, after that, I'm going to unravel you with Unravel 2. Yes, this is a charming side-scrolling puzzle platformer game where you control two Yarnies, little characters made of thread, through a series of adventures. In the story, these characters are made from positive energy and are trying to assist two children on the run. The gameplay is clever as you need to use both Yarnies together to progress, making this an excellent game for kids to work together and collaborate. The positive story and puzzle-solving nature of the game, set in a cute and wondrous world, make this an excellent choice for kids of all ages. Whilst you can play this solo, it's certainly better together.
Yeah, Unravel 2 is a great game, but I'm coming back at you with one of your own favourites. Yes, what a fabulous indie game this is. Your job is to protect Morta, and you have a whole family to do it with, all of which have varying different playstyles in this awesome roguelike dungeon crawler. The story is told by a narrator who will instantly have you drawn in. The visuals and epic soundtrack are the icing on the cake in this extremely compelling and playable title that now has its heaviest sale on ever.
Wow, James, Children of Morta is a killer indie blow. A fantastic pick there, I have to say. Got to give you props there, but I'm coming back at you with a first-party title, a Nintendo game that rarely go on sale. It's Luigi's Mansion 3. When they do go on sale, they're never huge, but at £33.29 in pounds in the UK, Luigi's Mansion is a steal. This is a gorgeous-looking game with good humour and, most importantly, superb gameplay. Each new level you reach has treats galore and the bosses are excellent. The only negative is you'll wish the game carried on longer. This is on sale 30% off in all regions, by the way. So great little game there where you just cannot go wrong.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion's great, but I'm coming at you with something tactical. Northgard is a Norse-inspired RTS game that feels an underrepresented genre on the Switch. A lot of real-time strategy games don't port well onto the consoles because of the fast-paced nature of them, which can be difficult to map to a controller. Thankfully here, the gameplay is a bit slower, lending itself well to the Switch. The cartoon style is reminiscent of mobile phone games, which some will like and others won't, but the gameplay is solid, combining action strategy and 4X simulation building like Civilization. It's engaging without being too heavy, making it well balanced for genre pros and those simply curious to try something new.
I'm coming back at you, James, with Sundered Eldritch Edition, 75% off. This is another Metroidvania set in the HP Lovecraft world. It's a crowded market on the Switch with fantastic titles such as Dead Cells, which I spoke about already, and another fantastic title, Hollow Knight. And whilst this doesn't quite reach those lofty heights, it's a very good example of the genre. I actually gave this game an 8 out of 10 when we reviewed it, and at a cost of a couple of coffees, a great eShop deal for sure, with that 75% off, which is massive.
Alright, mixing it up, I've got Golf Story next. In this premise is that you are someone who, as a kid, had aspirations to become a golf pro, but failed. Fast forward, and you're the underdog, determined to make your childhood dream come true, and get out there proving them wrong. It oozes SNES-era charm through its lush pixelated graphics and soundtrack that piles the pressure on as you make shots. The beauty of this game is how it's managed to take two perfectly standalone genres and mix them together with such aplomb. Such a harmonious coming together which really makes this game a delight to play, and one which is ultimately fun. It is a game you will not put down until the credits roll. It really is something unique and special. And don't worry, if you're not a golf fan, but you do like RPGs, then you will like this game anyway. It's not all purely golf orientated. There is loads to enjoy here, and if you just give this one a chance, I'm sure it will seduce you with its charm. I could not put it down. The variety in this game is outstanding. You would not have thought you could do so many things with golf, but it's fantastically imaginative.
Well, if you don't like golf and you want something a little bit more challenging, let's go for Super Meat Boy with 50% off in all regions. Quite simply, Super Meat Boy is one of the best 2D platformers around. It's short, vein-busting, tricky levels will keep you coming back for more time after time. As all Edmund Macmillan games, the controls and clever platforming stages are built extremely well. On the Switch version, we get the addition of co-op as well, making this a brilliant bargain with that 50% off.
Super Meat Boy is a great choice there, Juan, I have to say, but Hotline Miami Collection brings the extremely highly regarded original indie title and its more disappointing sequel together and ports them onto the Nintendo Switch. There are very few games that are more violent than these two. The brutal gameplay is bonkers and unique, as well as tough and unforgiving. Simply put, this is hardcore, gruesome murder that's a blast and a laugh to play.
Damn, James, I love Hotline Miami, I have to say. That's a great pick, but Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom is also a fantastic game. You actually reviewed that one. 55% off now. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom is a special title. a spiritual successor of the Wonder Boy series. This platform is one of the best there is, with excellent controls and wonderful gameplay supported by beautiful graphics and one of the very best soundtracks we've heard on the Nintendo Switch. This is not one to be missed, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone can enjoy this regardless of age or skill level. How am I doing? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure you get those votes in.
Well, I'm digging deep into the bargain basement with this one. NBA 2K20 is a mixed bag, but it is the best basketball game you can play today, complete with stunning graphics, clever gameplay, and a strong My Career mode. So far, so good. Where things go downhill is in the poor implementation of microtransactions throughout the game, particularly when online in my team. But at 92% off, it's 92% off, it's a solid game for an amazing price, making this a no-brainer. If you steer clear of the in-game purchases, then fine. But if you're looking to put together a team online, you will be frustrated. At less than $5 though, how can you go wrong?
You're trying to take me down with the sports. I'm going to try and take you down with rhythm. Yes, this is Taiko no tatsujin, drum and fun, with a massive 50% off, a firm favourite of Jordan's. This is one of the best. It's not the best rhythm game on the Switch. It has banging tunes and quirky gameplay, and if you have the drum, then it's absolutely fantastic. Great fun with a 70% discount in the US. And it's also got money off in other regions. So make sure you take a look at that one and check out Jordan's review if you don't know what this one's all about.
Well, Juan, you stepped into the ring with me. Now let's enter the Gungeon. This is one of the best roguelike twin-stick shooters on the Switch, and quite simply, one of my favourite games, full stop. It is full of challenging areas and clever weapons. The bit graphics and arcade tunes work perfectly, supporting the tight gameplay. Everyone can enjoy this one. It is worth the full price. At 50% off, it's a fantastic bargain. The devs have added new content, including co-op play, so you can tackle this with a buddy, and it's most certainly worthy of its high place in our top 15 Switch co-op games.
A great pick there, James, with Enter the Gungeon. But I'm coming at you with one of my cheapest games this week is Jotun Valhalla Edition. Just £2.74 or $3.74 in the EU and US. 75% off. If you enjoyed Hyper Light Drifter, this will be right up your street. Filled to the brim with Norse magic, epic bosses, and a solid story. This is a short, well-crafted tale, clocking in at just 4 hours or so, but it's enjoyable from start to finish. With that 75% off, it's a no-brainer.
Now, it's all well and good having games go on sale and picking up top titles for $10, $15, but sometimes you've just got a few gold coins that you need to spend. Enter the Way Remastered. At less than £1, dollar, or €1, this is a knockout blow. This is a cinematic platforming adventure game originally from Puzzling Dream. It was released last year on Steam, but thanks to Sonka, it's been remastered and published on the Nintendo Switch, with an aim to hark back to classic games such as Flashback and Another World with modern integrations. We did experience some bugs when this first came out, but the team have made some fixes, and at 95% off, now is the best time to buy this, surely.
My last pick this week, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going with Horizon Chase Turbo, something a little bit different, a racing game, and it's got 70% off. If you remember games such as the Lotus series and Outrun, well, this game took me back there in an instant. A racer inspired by the 80s and 90s. I reviewed this on the channel myself, and I loved it, and I recommended it at full price. This is classic arcade racing, and if you enjoy that type of racer, this has to be in your collection now that it's got 70% off. The devs are constantly making updates for this. There is a passionate team behind it. Play this with a few friends in couch co-op using split screen or on your own with multiple modes where you can partake in a world tour or go for endurance. Then there's also the new Playground mode, which has you racing against a changing set of races with twists, including such as time attacks, changes to weather, and much more. Here you complete to beat other players and reach that elusive top 50. Its fantastic 16-bit visuals bring places you travel to back to life with an awesome soundtrack too. Cannot be missed at this price. That's my last one this week, ladies and gentlemen. Really hope you've enjoyed the battle. Make sure you get those votes in, and we'll let you know the winner of those $10 next week. Of course, vote for me though, just saying. Cheers, James. See you next time.
Thanks, Juan, and what a strong week it's been. All right, get your votes in. Let us know in the comments down below who wins. And just remember, a vote for me is a vote for everyone's favourite cat, Pumbaa. Just saying. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. Now, on to last week's winner. The winner is Houston 720. Congratulations to you. I know that last week we nearly broke your wallet, so hopefully this $10 eShop voucher lets you pick up some new bargains. Email us at contact@switchwatch.co.uk to receive that, and be sure to comment down below for a chance to win this voucher next week. Take care, everyone. Have a great week. We'll be back tomorrow with Jordan's physical roundup. I can't wait for that. Take care.